Hello everybody, welcome to Deckman Productions and welcome to the 2024 Glasstown Antique Fire Truck Show here at the Wheaton Arts Center in Millville, New Jersey. So we're going to check out this cool fire muster that I go to, or try to go to every year. Somehow or another I missed it last year, but not missing it this year. If you like antique fire trucks, then these are one of the shows you need to attend.
We were with 9-2, but they raised their price at $300, and they said no.
That's so cool. So this particular Dalmatian dog is actually on YouTube. It's on a channel called Dashing Dan's Dalmatian Adventures. So if you love dogs or Dalmatians, check out that YouTube channel, and I'll leave a link in the description of this video.
That way? No, wait. That way. Up into your left.
Across from the coffee and bagel truck. Yeah.
attention, please. Owners of the apparatus that has the ballots for senior class, if you could please get them filled out and return them to the command post. We only have one back so far. We need them filled out and turned in. Thank you.
Usually 43. No, this is a low host, but have you ever seen this?
Wow, that's an oldie too, huh? I saw he had them.
So just red hot, there's no,
I know you were talking
so it's
about
not anything fancy, it's just ready to go through the track. He said red hot steering. Nope, they're made depending on the truck they went on, but like, so they were anywhere between
He also knows where a lot of staff cover one. It's on his truck. Yeah, he bought it. And he says he accordion loaded it, but it was all crap. But he's got that. He also has. But I got those two things for the load sheet for that. At that point, well, but I can't. But I wanted to get hold of you with we're interested in that.
Yeah. Yo, you're missing the job. They're like bullshit. Really? Have a seat.
It's different, right? Different. Right, but it is good and bad, right?
The Florida people come from Florida, so their house is up there.
So what do you mean these are for oxygen masks if you have to go in where it's too smoky? Now, this is a fairly modern engine, it's all those dials and things.
1981.
Not so modern.
I saw that, yeah. This one's a winner too.
American France, V12, twin plug, twin updraft carburetors, and 2 distributors. Oh, what fun it may have been to tune one of these up. But they had a redundant ignition system in them, so if the ignition system went down, they could switch it to another, the second backup system, which was the reason for the twin plug, twin distributors, twin coil, and he had a single barrel carb updraft feeding each side. It's a kind of an odd looking engine, but it's still cool. So for those who don't know much about fire trucks, this is a Mars light, and it actually swivels side to side while the red light is lit on. Really cool feature. So when I was in Votac school back in 1986, I worked on an American France similar to this one here. It was in a Votac school, Cumberland County Votac school, and the original V12 had blown up, and my class, I was one of the ones that pulled the engine out. We built a 6-cylinder gas engine out of an old International in its 40s or 50s, not quite sure. It was a cab over International. We built the 6-cylinder International engine. Welding shop made a custom cross member for it, and then we finished up putting the engine back into the truck. Truck was never finished by the time I graduated high school. So anybody knows anything that might have, you know, where this truck might have ended up at, or if it got finished, or if it's in a museum, if it got bought, love to know what happened to this truck all these years later. Be kind of cool to reunite with it. So having a great day today, checking out these old antique fire trucks, having fun. Worked on a lot of trucks like these back in my day, because I started working on trucks in 1988, and a lot of fire trucks as well. Kind of cool to meet. There's actually training people out here today that view my channel as Dackman Productions, watching trains. So it's kind of funny how model trains and fire trucks go hand in hand. It's funny to meet viewers who watch my channel for the model trains, or here at this show to look at the old fire trucks as well. And it's kind of cool.
They're branded, executive, they're stuck together. They look like I print out. Of course, I'm going through the wire. Break them up. So the prominence, where's the prominence? The lady that got another helmet from, she said that the helmet was her husband's uncle. His family was in the Plainfield Fire Department. Her husband died 3 years ago, and she is downsizing to get rid of the entire collection. I know. Her husband was a model builder, scratch model builder for fire trucks. He also collected fire trucks, Code 3, ERTL, Corky, and all that stuff. Yellow plastic DC Fire Department helmet. Jeff Stalker said he wanted that, so I picked that up for him. She had some badges and stuff. The family was keeping those. And everything else was fire truck models. Really well made steam bunker. And I saw another one just like it in a factory store, so I knew it wasn't. That's how you do that. How the hell would you spend your New Year's Eve? I spent New Year's Eve moving the logs from the front of the back. Get the stick. This is a real. I could have done anything I wanted.
Yes, the windshield's actually open for venting. So cool.
Yeah, I know. All right, you good. Take care. Yes, sir. The one man was very nice. Lady of the house. It's not finished. I got a bunch to do to it. Gold leaf's not finished, but I just wanted to bring it. This is the first time I've had it out.
Yeah, it's whether it's finished or not, it's just cool to see something like this. You know, it's something that's been saved like this.
Yeah, it's the only one that was ever made like this. So when I fell in love with it years ago, and I saw the factory photo, and it sat in the junkyard 40 to 50 years before I got it.
Wow, that long?
Yeah. Cab was not restorable, so I cut it off, and then I found another cab in Massachusetts, cut the back out here, I was on the storyboard.
Oh, okay.
And then there are two guys alive that, you know, were firemen on it in the 50s and 60s, and Barnett's daddy
owned the dealership. Okay, they ordered the truck for Gordonsville. The volunteer firefighters designed it. They sent it to Hunter, who took the cab off, painted the black chassis red, put in a 500 gallon a minute American Marsh pump hose reel, put the cab on, cut the back out of the cab. Everything from that front handle back is one-off bodywork. Okay.
Wow.
And so that's how the truck was made. And then in the 60s, 50s and 60s, that's Garnett told me when I was taking the truck apart, finding beer can openers everywhere. And so he told me, you know, the story, and I just met him. He's in his 80s. I'm kind of disbelieving him.
Right.
And I started finding beer can openers everywhere, and I called him and said, I'm starting to believe you, Garnett. And he said, hey, he just remembered, look on the valance, you know, by the rear window, okay? And I looked up there, found, you know, through all the garbage and found that, and then I called and said, look, I believe everything you told me now, okay? And so I made up that little sign as a tribute to the, you know, firefighters. Bubba Linwood Lamb was one of the volunteers, apparently a tile guy, came in on a Saturday, decided to put tile down, just tile the floor.
Wow.
They'd open both doors and hose the truck out. And so there's a lot of stories, got a lot of history. And but they were ahead of their time because nobody stood on the tailboard. People got hurt back there.
Right.
You know, and that seat, you could shove, at the time, that people weren't as big as we are, you could shove 8 people in that back seat if you wanted to. I put 6 seat belts back there. But I've got, factory made me new springs for the front because the ones in there are tired and they're flat, so I got to get the springs on it. Mike's got to finish the gold leaf. Got to get glass in the 4-door windows, get baked panels, trim panels for the bottom.
So I'm glad you brought up the gold leaf. Is that being hand laid or is that a decal?
It's hand leaf. Here, come here, I'll show you.
Because that's a real rare art to find somebody who can actually do.
Mike and Alexis are doing it. Mike, Alexis Brown. See, these aren't even outlined yet.
Oh yeah.
He cleared all of the gold.
Okay.
Okay, and then he told me, just don't even mess with it. He said, just leave it. He'll take care of it. You know. So he put the sizing on, and then
I mean that is
put
just
the gold on.
Yeah, that's a total lost start right there.
And then this is asphaltum, and there's going to be white. You know, there's not even the door where it should say Gordonsville.
Right.
The door says Hunter, CO at the bottom for company, F on the left, R on the right, A on the right for fire apparatus.
Okay.
Obviously Gordonsville, so you can see the white highlights it's going to have.
Oh yeah.
And there's going to be more on that. Gordonsville didn't do the gold leaf. Hunter did, and some manufacturer put their own name on there.
Oh.
If you look real close, the right side says Volunteer Fire Company, the left side says Department.
Okay.
Factory, I got photos that show the cabinets on the right side are different gold leaf than the left side. So everything I'm doing, as much as I can, is about photos. Okay. And
now, were you able to save the original engine in it?
well, the original engine was replaced in '51.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, with a GMC 302 6-cylinder. Biggest.
Oh, the big six.
Big six.
Yeah.
6-cylinder for the time.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the big six.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually a mechanic, so.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, Frank is having to help me now because I'm having so much trouble getting around. I rebuilt. It's an early Muncie 4-speed. I rebuilt that myself.
Okay.
It's got the lowest granny anybody ever made, so it's a holy grail for the 4-wheelers. I put a gear vendor's overdrive in it. Okay, so it should run real nice at higher speeds.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
There's a nice ellipse you can see here in this nice ellipse to the springs. You know, it sat like this for 40 to 50 years.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and you can see, you know, the nice ellipse to the springs. Okay, but when we put the weight of the truck on, they're flat.
Oh,
so
yeah,
when I drive,
I see that now,
you
yeah.
drive, you hit a bump and the steering wheel does this. There's no suspension. And we didn't even realize that. And Frank, we were underneath it trying to figure out.
You guys did a lot of work to this thing, saving it. Wow.
I did all of this. Frank just started helping me a few months ago mechanically. That is what I had to make this door with. Okay, that's this door.
That's that door right there?
That's that door. And so anyway, the new springs, Thurston's in Richmond made springs for me. I took the front spring, one bundle in. He scraped the number off and went to the catalog and found this 1939 GMC 2-ton. And here, you'll appreciate this. Now, this is the original dash, but the instruments don't. You can get up inside if you want.
Oh, okay.
You just step here, hold on to that.
Yep.
There's that.
Yeah, here's your hand cranks there.
Yeah, turn. See the key? Just turn it one notch off to the right. You don't start it, but just turn it. Okay. All right. Okay. Now see the dash on the lower.
Yes.
Okay. So the gray strip is reverse laser etched.
Oh wow, I see it.
And to pull the knob out, and that gives you the function. You know that's lit. And when you pull one knob out, then the antique faceted aviation light comes on to show that that's on.
That is so cool.
So I made that from scratch because I learned that these old gauges, you spend a fortune rebuilding them, and they're not going to work.
Right.
Okay. And but most of the dash is original. The interior had original fabric headliner. I couldn't get anybody to do it. It would cost $10,000 anyway.
Oh
so
wow.
That's all ABS plastic, and I just painted it. And the sides were upholstery cardboard to start with. Here, I'll take that key back and turn it off.
There you go. Yeah, that is neat.
It turns real easy. It should drive real nice when I get some springs under it. You still have your truck?
This is just so cool. I appreciate it and letting me sit in this fire truck like this.
They have really
All right, go ahead.
wait a minute, Mike. Hold on.
That's so
I'll tell
cool.
you when. Hold on. That's a horn.
That is a horn.
That's a train coming by. It's louder than that. I had locomotive horns on the boat that I had. This louder. All right, as soon as you go ahead.
Wow.
Come.
horn sounds like the Love Boat.
Back in, but I don't want anybody to come out.
So for those who don't know, I have 2 fire stations in miniature. This one here on my O-gauge layout I call Conahay Royal. And the cars and the trucks are 1/50th scale Corgi. And so this is my fire station scene with the antique American plants on the side. Just a cool thing that I built, and this was built from a kit. My second fire station scene is in HO scale, and this is on my HO layout that I call Conahay Southern. And someday I'll put lights in these trucks.